Mr. Kebe here, and we are right at Mr. Kebe's ground. He's also another big time farmer, Mr. Kebe them. So he's gonna take us he's gonna take us through what they do here. So you farm all this area?
From this area, from this
Yeah.
up to down there.
Where the other people are there?
Yeah, they are my younger brothers.
Over there. I'm gonna zoom in if you can see where my hand is.
Yeah.
There are two people standing there, and you have a donkey cart right here.
Yeah.
So this is the entire area they've planted. And does it go beyond that, or that's
It goes beyond that.
It goes beyond that.
But they don't harm.
Kumo, you know what is called Kumo?
Beeps.
Yeah, Kumo is bee, and there are a lot of them here. So we're kind of scared before the Kumos will come and give them some. Give us, yeah, there are a lot of flowers here.
Process how we start our farming,
Yeah,
up to the ending.
Exactly.
I think that's what you want.
yeah, exactly. You wanted to know how you start going, like how, from preparing the ground all the way up to the harvesting. So we have Mr. Kebe here, who is also a big time farmer, farming this entire area. And today we come to his land to see and ask him how groundnuts are grown. Yeah, and so that we know the entire process. All right, so Kebe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Baji. I am very grateful for seeing you guys here. Because in order for me to emphasize on farming, it will be based on the help of agriculture. By seeing you guys here, I'm so glad, because I had been trying this for so many years in order to implicate my friends and other members of this country, in order for us to get together to help our nation. Sure. First of all, this is our farm, as you are seeing. Yeah, based on the size, and normally we don't have that kind of scale in order to rule our farm, in order to know the length of the farm and other things that we have to do as a farmer. Because real agriculture should have all these in his plan. So we don't have that, and normally we start to clear this area when it is about between the fall of the rain. Maybe it will take I can say 1 month before the rain starts, because in this generation we have lack of rainfall.
Yeah. So normally you clear the land a month
before
the
rain start.
Okay.
So you should make sure, we also make sure before rain start, it find that we clear the whole area. So we are preparing to cultivate. We normally wait for the the rain, because a farmer, you should wait for the rain. Not the rain to wait for you.
Yeah, exactly.
But I can see many people, because that's why they don't harvest more. Those people, they wait for the rain. Sorry?
They want the rain to wait for them.
It is somehow complicated.
Yeah.
So we after clearing, then we wait until the rain comes. But we normally start cultivating when the first rain touches the ground.
Okay.
Yeah, because anytime you see the rain, you should know that we are in the rainy season. Because during dry season, no one sees the rain. Anytime you see the rain, that was the time we start cultivating our farm. Because if you don't do that, when you take maybe 2 times when the rain starts, then it will implicate at the end, it will come. It will disturb you because your groundnut will not satisfy you as you want. Because sometimes we do have lack of rain. Likewise, this year, Alhamdulillah, one can say the rain was so good. Right now here, this year we have some problems regarding to our farm. Yeah, because this year, before we start weeding, it takes so many months. So by the time we start, we find that the groundnut have gone.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, they have gone up.
Okay,
They even
because-
start to bear fruit, flowers.
Flowers. Okay, that is like because of the rain, too much of rain.
Yeah, too much of rain because we normally cultivate coos. So we go to the coos farm for weeding. Before we come here, we find out that grasses have come.
Okay. Okay.
So, but
The grasses, right?
yeah, the
grasses have
grasses,
already grown.
they
Like
have
that.
grown.
Okay. Oh, you have a maize farm somewhere separate from here.
Yeah, we have a maize farm, but that maize farm is really we normally do as a consumption.
Okay. 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 I wanted to understand. You mentioned that you have you've grown some maize.
Yeah, we grown some maize,
and also
millet,
I was checking whether it is
The
from a
coos.
different area, not
Yeah.
the same farm.
not the same farm.
Okay. Okay.
That one is separate from the groundnut farm.
And that's what you use for your
Yeah,
own
only,
consumption.
Yeah,
Okay.
we don't grow that much.
So, okay. Okay. I get
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
So you use that for consumption.
Mhm.
And we also have coos.
Coos. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Tubabunya aning
Kus.
kus.
Kus is
Yeah.
early millet and late millet.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Mhm. Yeah.
Maize is tuabunyo.
Yeah.
That led to the decrease
Okay.
of
The grasses.
the yield.
Yield for this year.
Okay. Okay. You had a maize farm,
Yeah.
and while you were focusing on that,
Sure.
already wheat started growing here.
Yeah.
And it was difficult for you to weed
Yeah.
because the granules also started producing flower.
Yeah.
So you have to be careful when weeding so that you not affect the flowering of the
Yeah.
granule as well.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. As you say, yeah. By the time we come to this groundnut field, we find out that they start flowering, and before we will get to the end, they start producing
the seeds.
The seed.
Okay. You started, because it's a big land.
Yeah, it's a
You
big
started
one.
weeding
Yeah,
already when it started flowering.
yeah,
So because it's a big area, before you get to the other side or the end of the land,
yeah.
they've already started producing fruit. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So that led to the reduction of the yield
The yield. Okay.
through my experience as a farmer, because I have been cultivating since my childhood.
Okay.
Yes, still I'm on it. Yeah, the land scale, probably I may not know that because I don't measure. I always cut clear according to my own knowledge, not through the
Yeah,
scale.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, but for my knowledge, we use seeders. We have, I can say, 3 or 4 seeders, and the plum, we have about 3 plum.
Plow. What is it? Plow?
This is plowed.
Plow.
Oh, okay, plowing.
Yeah, you have a seeder and a weeder.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the seeder, they normally use it to grow the groundnut seeds. So the weeder, they will use it to weed it.
I understand. The weeder is what that has a small.
Yeah, with the three,
Yeah, 3 exactly one.
3
And
hoes.
each of them will have kind of like
a hoe, a little bit
yeah,
hoe
kind
in
of a
front.
hole. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we have that kind of tree, and we normally cultivate. This land is used to take 5 barret. Yeah, that is equivalent to 150
Seeders,
seeders.
Okay.
Yeah,
which is 750 kilos.
Kilos.
Yeah, of groundnut.
yeah.
Oh.
Mm.
So approximately, when we harvest, we normally got a huge because it doesn't, it used to be fluctuate. Sometimes it rise, sometimes it, decrease. So, and I see this year's season better than last year because though last year was terrible, but this year it's fine. Though we have some difficulties, but after all, we see that this year will be more better than last year because this year the groundnut, the seeds were good, because we don't have rainfall problem. Yeah, the rain is good. Yeah, and we also apply fertilizers to our farm.
What kind of fertilizer do you apply?
We use NPK.
NPK, okay.
Yeah,
That is
we use NPK.
nitrogen, potassium, and calcium.
Yeah.
NPK.
NPK.
That's what they call monoculo, right? Here.
Yeah, monoculo, yeah, in the local language.
So the white one is called the nitrogen.
phosphorus.
Yeah.
Nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium. Culture is.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
But we have two different types of NPK.
Okay.
We have 15, 15, 15 that we normally use for early millet fields and rice.
Okay.
Then we use 6, 20, 10 NPK. Yeah. For groundnut fields and beans.
Okay.
Yeah. We also use them on PC.
Okay.
yeah.
And normally, when do you apply that? Is it before the fruiting starts or after it starts fruiting?
Yeah, normally we used to apply it when they start producing flowers.
Okay.
Yeah, that was the time when we are about to weed.
You weed?
Yeah.
When doing weeding, you apply the.
Before weeding, we apply it.
Okay, you throw it
In
everywhere.
order, before we will get to the end, the NPK that we apply, it will mix with the soil
Okay.
in order for the groundnut to consume what it
Needs from
the NPK, because to weed and apply it to the groundnut, maybe it may have some affection, and as far as the
like if you
likely
if you throw the what's the name again? The
NPK.
fertilizer,
The
and you
fertilizer.
weed,
yeah
you'll weed it before
Yeah.
it mixes in
Yeah.
the ground. Okay,
Yeah.
okay, I
we
understand.
will weed and we turn it with the ground,
Ground, okay.
so that it could be more better.
Yeah.
As I said earlier, the problem that we face, due to that, we have some affection, because our last cultivate down there, we have some problem, because before we get to the end, we find out that they start producing fruit. So the fruit, that we normally, when we are weeding, so any fruit that come out, if it doesn't return at that moment, when the air blow, it used to be dry and
Empty.
empty.
Okay.
We don't have empty.
So that come to the quality for the farm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Don't forget also, we give you guys
Okay.
Aflosafe to apply so that the groundnut will not have aflatoxin, because the aflatoxin usually reduce the quality of the groundnut.
Yeah.
That's why us selling in the world market, we face difficulties.
Yeah.
But if you come with Aflosafe, so that if you apply it on the groundnuts, it will prevent the groundnuts from having that aflatoxin.
Yeah.
who are FAO?
FAO is World Agricultural Organization.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Food agriculture.
So the body
organization.
helping the farmers to be able to at least get what they want.
Yeah. They really helped these farmers this year with aflosave and groundnut seeds and maize, rice, and what again? And beans.
Okay.
These early matured varieties here.
These are already separated from the stems. So these are the stems, and these are the granules that are already separated. So this is where the process comes, okay, of separating the granite from the leaves, and the stem are already separated. So that separation is done by beating that those people are doing currently right there. So I'm gonna show you that as well, okay. So separating these stems from the granite and the leaves is the process that is done right there at the moment. So we're gonna go there now to show you how they do this, okay. Right, so I'm gonna move over. It's a very big land. So they have a very big land. They have another bunch of granite that they just separated as well. Here they're still walking to get to the other side, okay. Alright, so they have 2 donkeys here that helps them do the job, to do the weeding, do the sowing of seeds. You have a donkey here, right here, another one here, okay, and you have a cart here. So today they're using this cart for transportation, and they also have the weeders and seeders. If you see the ground, you can see some ridges on the ground, and that's what the weeders do, and they do that with the help of the donkeys, okay. So we are gonna look at the process of separating the groundnut from the groundnut stem. So these are already uprooted from the ground. You can see the groundnut seeds are still hanging on the stems. So the process of separating this, the groundnut seed from the stem, is this right here, okay. So GB is trying to learn how to do this.
No, I have been doing this.
You've been doing it?
Yes.
Oh yeah. You
Yes,
used to
yes,
cultivate
yes.
groundnut. So one of the sticks will hold it and the other one will hit it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so can we see the process from this gentleman? Alimbara. Todima. Bajame. And Nindo. Usman. Yeah, so they have to put on the hat because it is always dusty. So they'll have to put on a hat so that it will protect them from yeah. And CGB right there. Vale.
One will be beaten and one will be beaten. One day. Bro. I want to do it like before. Like my granny do it before.
Rock it, child. Yo.
You take your foot like this, lift it up. Hit it like yo.
So that's what. Okay. So you're gonna use one of the sticks. Okay. All right. So when is you turn it? You turn it. So after heating it. Okay. Yeah. So you said after heating one side, you have to use your foot and the stick, turn it, and then lift it and then throw it over there. And if you're done, you separate them again. Pick that.
This thing, when the way he's doing this right now, it helps us when you are doing winnowing. It helps you because there are heavy hairs which are inside this. So doing this thing, it will remove those big ones to go
Aside
separately from the main seed.
Okay.
Yeah, because when they are there, when you are doing weeding, because they are heavy.
Yes.
When you
air.
the air normally it sometimes when it is not that too much heavy, it will push them to
okay.
So when it is not that heavy, they will remain where the seeds are.
Okay, so you have to remove the heavy one because the sticks are heavy. You want to separate the heavy sticks from the leaves so that when you are weaning, the seeds will be heavier than the leaves, and the wind will just throw or push the leaves at the other side while the seeds will drop down. So that is separating it, right? This other process has to be done through beating and then separating the heavy side from this thing. So it is very interesting. I think this is the first time I'm seeing how this is done. Yeah, I used to see people doing it, but I don't know exactly how they do it and why they do it. So today I'm able to learn a lot, and I hope you also are all learning a lot from it. They have a lot of work to do. I think this is the last point, right? This is the last point. So they're almost done harvesting. Yeah. So how many bags do you think you can get from this? How many kilos do you think you can get from this?
Approximately, I can have maybe likely 8 donkeys. That is equivalent to 16 bags.
16 bags.
16 bags.
Okay.
Because you see this thing, we are coming to hit this thing again.
So this will just only this place will give you 16 bags.
No, all.
All of them.
All
Okay.
of them.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
Because here we have to hit this one again.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's having some groundnut.
I know. Like I'm saying, only this place here can give you 16 bags.
Yeah,
16 bags.
16 bags.
Only this small space.
Yeah.
Whoa, a lot of groundnuts here. So now if you put everything together, the farm can give you how many bags?
Maybe approximately you may have 60 or 120
120 bags.
120 bags.
Those big bags, like the one we saw when we are coming.
You can be more than that.
Wow.
You can be maybe you can even go to 150.
150 bags.
Based on the
They did.
the increase. Because some because last year we normally have I think almost 120.
Last year you had 120, and this year the harvest is better than last year's harvest.
Better than last year.
So obviously you're gonna have more than 120. So you're estimating around 150. Wow. Yeah. So that is a lot of groundnut, and each of those bags is about 50 kilos.
50 kilos.
So 60 kilos. So if it is 60 kilos, 100 will be 600 kilos. And then you have half of that will be almost 900 kilos. Wow, that is a lot of grass. A lot of groundnut. So you can see how good it is to be a farmer. Yeah. So all this thing was done in how many months?
During it was done within I can say 3 or 4 months. It is not up to.
Okay.
Yeah, because we start cultivating I think early June.
Early June.
Yeah.
July, August, September, October, November. Now we are in December, and almost 5 months. Yeah.
5 months to 6 months.
Okay.
Because we cultivate a large area.
Yeah.
So that was because the more you cultivate,
the more time.
it takes time for you to.
Okay. So normally the process can be within 4 months, growing it, weeding it, and then harvesting it. So now it depends on how big you have, how much or how big the land is, and what kind of machines you're using or mechanism you're using to harvest. That will depend on determine how many more months you're gonna take to harvest everything. So if you have a mechanized way of separating this, you can do this within 4 months, even if it's a big land. So within 4 months you have a lot of money. So you can see, guys, please, if you're interested in farming, you have to get started. Okay, so this is one of the reasons why you have to invest in farming. And CRR is one of the best place to invest in because they have a large area. And if you want to invest in areas that are very close to the land, sorry, very close to the river, it is one of the best places because the river here is all fresh water, right?
Yeah.
All fresh water. So that is Kebe, right?
Yeah.
That is Kebe. Kebe, and thank you so much for taking the time to come and come to the land and explain to us the process of how this groundnut is grown and harvested. So we are really grateful, and it is so interesting to see that, and I'm sure people watching this video also will be interested. It will be interested to them as well. All right, or interesting to them. Yeah. All right, Kebe, thank you so much. Thanks. Yeah. All right, so we have GB. We're now preparing to head back home. We have our big man. Where's Sabe? Sabe is right here, hiding. So we have GB Salah. So all of you should say thank you so much. Thank you, a big thank you to GB Salah for having this trip possible or making it possible. Yeah, so it is really a pleasure for us to come around here to witness all these things that are happening here. Though he wanted to take us to a lot more places where they do other farming activities as well and other rice fields, but unfortunately we didn't have enough time. We were planning to come back here another time to cover some other areas. Yeah, and also today we were going to one of the rice fields, and then we saw a lot of monkeys passing by, you know. So that was one of the areas that he wanted to take us to, but they are in the bushes. We have to go follow them in the bushes and then see all that. But unfortunately, Saibe is a kid, a student, have to go to school, and I also have one day off, so I have to go and rest, and then the other day I'll have to go to school. And Lucky Child also said he missed the bananas, and he want to go give bananas some water and food. So all of you should say thank you to GB, and I want to see all your comments in the comments box saying thank you, GB, for making this trip a possibility. Yo,
you guys really make it up, man. I'm very happy to receive you guys. I think this is what we call nice Gambia, togetherness.
Yep.
We help one another so that we can change the face of this planet Africa. Yeah, because Africans should now change our habits of taking this back way to go and sacrifice yourself in the riverside. We have our land, we have fresh water. I think that even alone is wealth, because if we make the best use of that, we can be self-sufficient with that. And I think we are having young guys who are also very hardworking in the up countries, whom you know that if they have a little bit of support, they can move to another level in their lifetime. So thank you, you guys. I'm really happy to receive you guys. But I will love to receive you guys again and again and again.
With more time. Maybe when we take our leave and when school are closed, we want to head back to this area again for a lot more other
no problem,
things.
Thanks
Okay.
So much.
So I hope you enjoyed this video. Abaji here from Nice Gambia. You have Saibe and Lucky Child actively helping and actively acting and demonstrating the farming activities in CRR.
I hope you enjoy this place, my brother.
Yeah, I enjoy it more than the man himself.
Yo.
I enjoy it more than the alcalo himself.
So the Lucky will close this video with the closing remarks.
Yeah, as I always say, grow some crops, because that is the best. Always eat your sweat. You see, from you working as a crew, as a family, as unification is the power. We have to join force. We work it out to the four corners of the world without no bad mind, no corrupt, no jealousy. Unification is the power. As we say, Gambia, the smiling coast. Smile for me, I smile for you. Red, white, blue, white, green to the world. It's part of experience. Traveling is part of experience. Forward to the four corners of the world. Lucky Child that.
Yo. And the chancharangsi. So thanks so much for viewing and watching this video. See you in another one.